Hello, Trainer James here, and I am here today to bring you a standard best of three deck for Gruul Aggro. And yeah, this is a post meat hook standard, so I'm going to see how Gruul Aggro does in standard best of three. Plus, I haven't done a standard best of three deck yet since Dominaria United came out, so I figured, Gruul is my favorite guild. They're my favorite colors, so I figured, might as well do a Gruul Aggro standard best of three deck. As you can see, we have a 15 card sideboard over here. But let's go ahead and go over the deck first. As you can see, most of our creatures have haste, which is what I was aiming for with this deck, minus Halana and Alena. But Halana and Alena can give creatures haste. They just don't have haste on their own. But Shivan Devastator, can come down at any point of the curve. For 2 mana, it comes down as a 1/1 with flying and haste, and then so on and so forth. You have 6 mana because enters as a 5/5 flying haste. We have Phoenix Chick here, which is a 1/1 with also flying and haste. And then if it happens to die, it says whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may pay red. If you do, return Phoenix Chick from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking with a +1/+1 counter on it. So it can re-enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter. We have a Quirion Beastcaller. I guess Quirion Beastcaller actually doesn't have haste either, so we should put it over here with the Halana and Alena column. But anyways, Quirion Beastcaller. It's a 4 of in this deck. For 1 and a green, you get a Dryad Warrior. It's a 2/2. And then, whenever you cast another creature spell, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. And then when it dies, you can distribute those counters among any number of creatures you control. But as for our other hasty creatures, we have 4 Yavimaya Iconoclast, 4 Reckless Stormseeker, and 4 Thundering Raiju. Thundering Raiju is really good because it can put a counter on another creature, and then it domes the opponent for how many counters you have on other creatures, not counting itself. So yeah, Quirion Beastcaller can very easily have counters on it. Shivan Devastator will always have counters on it. Kumano faces Kakkazan will put a counter on a creature, on its chapter 2. And then, Halana and Alena can put counters on creatures as well. So yeah, those are our creatures. We also have some removal spells. We have 4 Lightning Strikes, because you could take out a creature with Lightning Strike, but you can also just dome the opponent for the final, 3 points of damage. And then we have Rending Flame, because Meat Hook Massacre may not be in standard anymore, but Shieldred still is, and Shieldred has 5 toughness. Rending Flame takes care of Shieldred for 3 mana. Get her out of here, Alright, so our sideboard here, as you can see, we have 2 Burn Down the Houses, because now that we don't have Meat Hook Massacre in standard anymore, you have more decks that are looking to go wide, so we need to be able to deal with that. And unfortunately, we don't have anything like Cinderclasm or Anger of the Gods, so we go with Burn Down the House. Plus, Burn Down the House has the added effect of if we don't need to deal 5 damage to each creature, we can make 3 1/1 devils with haste. So it's it's a potential way to deal the final damage to our opponent. We have our 4th copy of Shivan Devastator in the sideboard, and we also have 2 Ulvenwald Oddities. I like these hasty creatures in our sideboard because going against black decks, they try to remove your creatures as quickly as possible. So if we can get more hasty creatures on the battlefield, we can better finish off black decks. I have 4 copies of Torch Breath in the sideboard, mostly against the mono blue tempo deck that plays the Jin Hottie. Ooh, yeah. So for X and a red, it's an instant. The spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a blue permanent, and it can't be countered, which is great. And then Torch Breath deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. So for a single red against a blue creature, it automatically deals 2 damage, so it's basically a shock. And then, against blue creatures, you just keep adding more mana and you can deal more damage. So it's a good way of taking out, Raffine as well for relatively cheap. And then we have 2 copies of Outland Liberator to deal with artifacts, enchantments, Reckoner, Bankbusters, things like that. 2 unlicensed hearses, because every once in a while you get a deck that tries to bring things back from the graveyard. So Unlicensed Hearse, 2 copies here to deal with that. And then we have Arlinn, the Pax Hope. Arlinn's really good against not mono black decks, but just black decks in general that have what's it called? Invoke Despair, because Arlinn makes 2 green wolf creature tokens, and we don't really make tokens in our deck. If you look here, like, nothing here makes tokens, so we are trying to keep our creatures on the battlefield. So Arlinn does a pretty good job of dealing with Invoke Despair, and plus she comes down the turn before our opponent will have Invoke Despair. So yeah, this is our sideboard. This is our main deck. So let's go ahead, get to some matches, and I will see you on the battlefield with Gruul Aggro. All right, the opponent's going first, and we have a 1-lander. So got to mulligan that, unfortunately. And now we have 4 lands. So we'll put a mountain back. Alright, we'll play Kumano. Next turn, get to play Yavimaya Iconoclast. Not Bloodthirsty Adversary. Bloodtithe Harvester. Alright, well, let's make a 4/3. If we need to, we have a Lightning Strike for the Harvester. They probably have another one in hand, though. Nope, just a Liliana.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when you win. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
I mean, at least we still get to take Liliana out with, this. So, let's go here, go here.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted. Okay. So they're totally tapped out. Which is good for us. Rending Flame. Okay. Well, let's go Halana and Alena. Let's put the counters here. That way, Etching of Kumano is out of way of a Bloodtithe Harvester. Go ahead and attack. Out of the way of it sacking and doing -2/-2 with a blood token. And even if they have another one, they can't take it out, but they can take Halana and Alena out, so, But we have a Rending Flame. If our opponent wants to, put this in front of one of our creatures, but it's tapped, so, it doesn't much matter. Let's get rid of you. All right. Okay, so we're up against Rakdos. So we don't need Torch Breath. I kind of just like going as fast as possible against black decks. I think Rending Flame, like, I feel like they have Shieldred, so I may want to keep Rending Flame in. I may not need 4. Maybe let's go down to 2. 1 Halana and Alena. I might actually just go for Arlinn. Could go Outland Liberator, since they do have, artifacts. Alright. Let's get rid of Halana and Alena. So Halana and Alena gets taken out by a cut down. So we pay 4 mana for Halana and Alena. They pay 1 for a cut down and take them out. So yeah, I don't think they have much that they're going to get out of the graveyard. So Unlicensed Hearse probably isn't needed. But like I said, Outland Liberator potentially. So we can go -1 Quirion Beastcaller. I don't really like Quirion Beastcaller against black decks just because it comes in as a 2/2, and again, you know, it's the same thing. It gets taken out by a cut down easily, Infernal Grasp easily, you know, and then you don't even get the counters off of it. So yeah, I think we'll try this. Okay, apparently our opponent conceded. Okay, well, we will play first. Oh my gosh, another one land hand. No! And both of our red sources enter tapped. Well, I mean, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. I guess, so, alright. We'll do it. Haste, haste, haste. Haste plus a counter. Phoenix Chick. Yavimaya Iconoclast. That's such a cool card. Ooh. Do I go for the haste or do I go for the Beastcaller? Okay, well, they didn't seem to have removal, so I guess the Beastcaller? They're Mardu Angels? Dude, I really like that Archangel of... What's it called? Archangel of Wrath! That's such a cool card. Okay. Well, let's go Thundering Raiju. Put a counter here. Bam. Hit him for 2. And just keep doming him. Alright, get rid of some lands. Sure. Well, I feel like they definitely have a board wipe here. No Giada? Okay. Plus another Angel. Or not. Removal for Raiju. Well, in that case, that is fine. So I can either give Yavimaya Iconoclast haste, or I can, I think I'll just cast both and give Reckless Stormseeker. Oh no, I'll give Yavimaya Iconoclast haste with Reckless Stormseeker, that because it has trample. So let's make Quirion Beastcaller as big as possible. They can only block one, so they're dead either way, unless... I mean, I guess they could have a cut down for the Phoenix Chick. In which case they would have to block Quirion Beastcaller. Since Yavimaya Iconoclast has trample. Play in the water! Alright, so we are dealing with Angels. Mardu Angels. So Giada. Alright, so we're gonna want, like, our Lightning Strikes. We're gonna want our removal spells. And they have Fable. So we might want a Liberator as well. Guess we can get rid of a Phoenix Chick. It's only a 1/1. We might want Burn Down the House, because their Angels might get kind of big. Maybe like that? We'll give this a shot. Well, if we can get a third land source, we can go Quirion Beastcaller into Reckless Stormseeker. Okay. Not a third land source. I imagine Giada's coming. No? Okay. Well... yeah, let's play Kumano. Might have been right to play Quirion Beastcaller right there, but in case we don't get another land source, then at least Beastcaller will enter with a +1/+1 counter. Yeah. Alright. Well, no cut down will take her out, but Infernal Grasp? Fateful Absence, okay. Fable, sure. Alright, well, we need a land source. Thank you. Alright, let's go Reckless Stormseeker. So it feels like they have cut down here. Of course they do. Well, no attacks. If they want to attack into etchings, we'll block. Okay. Well, bam. Sure. Oh, we're gonna need more mana for Burn Down the House. Beastcaller. Let's try to draw a land. Let's see if we can draw a land. Of course we can't. Alright, now we are behind. Really, really behind. We do have a Lightning Strike. Okay. Well, so, I gotta Lightning Strike Reflections, and then I gotta put a blocker out. So I think I can go for Yavimaya. And then get rid of you. And hope we draw a land next turn. For Burn Down the House. Giada. Okay. Now if they play another Angel here, but we get our land, hopefully we get our land, we can burn down the house. Of course we can't get our land. Well, we are going to 5. Or we're going to 2, I mean. They could have another Archangel of Wrath. That finishes us off. Elspeth. Okay, well.
I won't let a few
Burn down the house, I guess, if they're going to put a shield counter on something.
This is your fight. Win it.
Of course. Okay. Well. Okay, so I still think burn down the house is good here. We are running only 23 lands, so it's kind of hard to get to 5 mana. But, yeah. Maybe we want those Phoenix Chicks back in. Let's see. I think Outland Liberator could still be okay here. Rending Flame. Rending Flame does get rid of, you know, this Angel. We'll go to 3. And there. Let's bring in our 2 Phoenix Chicks. They at least, the Phoenix Chicks at least provide blockers for their flyers. Play first. Okay, so we got a 1-drop into a 2-drop with Rending Flame. Actually, we could just go... Yeah, I think I'm just going to Rockfall Vale, and then I'll play this on turn 2, and then play this on turn 3. That way it enters as a full 4/3. Or do I want to go Quirion Beast? Nah. You know what? No. Let's go Kumano. I was going to say, if we draw a Phoenix Chick, that could be nice. Alright. Alright, they have removal. Gotta get it out of their hand at some point. Play another one. Alright. Alright, well, let's trample on down. Attack for 7. Get him down to 11. Okay, I think we're in a better position this game than we were last game. Alright, I'm just going to make Devils. We still have our, yeah. Awesome. Ah, we made Mythic! Fine! Oh my gosh. What is it? It's like the middle of the month. It's October 15th. I finally made Mythic. Look at that. We're going up against number 147. Our opponent gets to go first. And this is not a great hand. I mean, it has removal, but not until turn 3. And then we don't really have anything else to do until, you know. Fuck it. We'll keep it. Life gain. Okay. Well, at least we have Rending Flame for, you know, their potential big dudes. Alright, let's pass a turn. Orzhov. You know they're sitting on a handful of removal spells. Braids. Okay. Well. get rid of you. Watch him have shielded right here. No. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. Okay, so could go Thundering Raiju, but could also go Halana and Alena. But if we do that, then I mean, they just sit on the board. Do we force them to have removal, though? For Halana and Alena? We could. I mean, I'm sure they do. Why not? As long as Halana and Alena is on board, they can't attack with this guy. Elas? Elas? How do you say your name? Elas, Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim. Yep. Cool. Okay. I guess next turn they just Rite of Oblivion our dragon? So let's take you out. Pass a turn. So next turn we can Thundering Raiju into Shivan Devastator. Of course they have another one. Because why wouldn't they have another one? Two, 4, 6, 7, 8. Or another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life? Okay. So burn down the house could be good here. Because they have a lot of small creatures. And then I feel like more haste and trample will do well. I don't think they're getting... Well... We could have unlicensed Hearst to get their Rite of Oblivion out of the graveyard. Halana and Alena, no. Rending Flame. I feel like they have Shieldred, but we'll go down to 2. Let's see. Bring in some unlicensed Hearses. Could bring in an Arlinn. Okay, so let's see. Let's just bring in a Rending Flame. Go to 3. Play first. Sure. Kumano. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, well. It's a Yavimaya. Can't be taken out by a cut down. But they probably have something else, I'm sure. Elas. Is that how you say his name? Elas. Alright. Sure. Pass a turn. Next turn we get to Thundering Raiju. Yes! Alright, well, let's put the counter here. Go for as much damage as possible. Wandering Emperor? No? Okay. Destroy evil. Sure. Alright, well, I think I just go for Thundering. They probably have Rite of Oblivion in hand. Yes! Alas. I have... What? Sadistic Pilgrim Phyrexian Core Cleric. Alright, well. Came at just the right time. Take you. Take you. Play our Beastcaller. Pass the turn. And there goes Shieldred. Okay, no blocks. Yes. Ooh. And they are tapped out. Let's see, we can go up to 5. All right. Bam. Yes. Good old Shivan Devastator. Alright, so they have Shieldred, so Rending Flame comes back in. Burn Down the House still deals with all of their creatures. But what do we get rid of? A Beastcaller? A Lightning Strike, I guess? We could do a Lightning Strike. Just try to keep all of our creatures. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, well... if we find the mana, I mean, we can build up to Burn Down the House. We have 2 Lightning Strikes. We can, you know, deal with their losses. Nothing but red mana. Alright. I mean, I guess we have nothing but red spells, so it's not like it matters. Alright. Let's take you out. Takanuma! Wham bam. Okay. Ooh, Devastator. Okay. Well, let's just, you know, keep going. Sure. Gain more life. Take you out. I am going to play a Thundering Raiju, even though I'm building up to burn down the house. Like, I feel like they want to use this, and if they want to, this is going to take their entire turn, and they're going to have to give up one of their Luminarch aspirants. So, I mean... So let's go ahead and do that. Attack with both, and then they sack one to get rid of Raiju, but that's fine. We can always play another one. I mean, we could try to get our Thundering Raiju past, you know, 5 toughness. Wham bam. Pass turn. Shieldred! And destroy evil. Okay. Well, they're down to 1 card. Alright, so I think we burn down the house next turn. Bam. We can make a few spirits. Probably a removal spell. No land. Okay, well. Wham bam. Let's see. Let's go for as much damage as possible. Could have another... Ooh, I wonder if this is like farewell. Oh no, Rite of Oblivion. Okay. Well, hopefully they take this one out too then. Then we just, you know, Thundering Raiju, Shivan Devastator. I mean, okay. Let's attack. Bam. Pass a turn. Well, they have no way to use Rite of Oblivion at the moment. Alright, so we're going to play this for 5. Attack. Bam. Well, they've got a lifelinker now. A Luminarch Veteran. And a Braids. Okay. Decline. Bam. Make them block. Oh yeah. Oh no, they go to 1. That's right. Okay. All right. Well, let's get rid of you. And let's see, what else can we get rid of? Elas, I guess, or Shieldred. I'm gonna get rid of Shieldred. Woo! decline, I guess. All right. Bam. Bam. Dumb one for 2. Yes! Ugh. Look at that. We made it to 1498 from 98%. So those were the matches with our standard best of 3 Gruul Aggro deck. As you can see, it had a 100% win rate. Granted, it was only 3 matches, but I tend to keep the matches, you know, showing fewer matches with best of 3 decks, just because I don't want the video to go on for forever. You know, you wind up playing more games in standard best or in best of 3 matches, so that's why I only did 3 matches. But we did hit Mythic with it, and we even got to, you know, 1400 some odd in there. But as you can see, we went up against nothing but black decks. Went up against an Orzhov deck, a Rakdos deck, and then finally a Mardu deck. Both of these guilds combined into Mardu, you know. But yeah, I enjoyed this deck. I like Gruul Aggro. Like, Gruul is my favorite guild of all 10 guilds, and red and green combined together are my favorite colors. And so I had a lot of fun with this deck. I personally wouldn't change anything about it, but I mean, if you look at this deck and you decide, you know, you want to change it up, that's totally fine. But me personally, I will keep playing this deck as is. I enjoy the sideboard as well. Having, you know, Burn Down the House came in handy, as we saw, with the Devils and with the 5 damage across board. You know, Unlicensed Hearse helped. Shivan Devastator helped. You know, so yeah. I enjoy this deck. I hope you do too. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more Magic the Gathering Arena content. And I will see you in our next video. Bye.